You couldn't do it in the bathroom. You couldn't do it at night. You couldn't do it behind a dumpster. You couldn't go in the trees or something. Like, literally in the middle of the grass at the park. Oh my god, the boy smell thing was fucking wild. You guys see that? There was a VTuber who was trying to get people to send in dirty clothes. To smell and rank their boy smell. This is not a joke. Not a joke at all. To smell and rank their boy smell on a tier list. Yeah, she got stopped because I guess it's illegal to send in the mail dirty laundry. That was what stopped that person, was the law. The law had to step in and intervene on that insane fucking idea. This is not a joke. I wish it was. Fully. Like, I wish it was. I wish it was a joke. Does anybody have that? Anybody got the boy smell lady on Twitter? Oh my god, boy smell? If I just look up boy smell, will it come up? Oh my god, it's the first option! Okay, I found it. That was the first thing. It was the first thing that came up, by the way, when I looked up boy smell on Twitter. That's insane. Actually clinically insane. Okay. What about people who sell their socks? Like, well, it's dirty. Like, you have to clean them and then you have to send them, right? But we're talking, she was asking people to send a dirty pair of underwear through the mail, and that was the problem, that they were not washed. You need to wash them before you send them. That was the problem. Yeah, we'll show you. I can prove this. I can prove this was real. How it works. Put a cotton cloth. Oh, it was an underwear. It wasn't underwear. I lied. No, I'm spreading misinformation on the internet. I'm so sorry. Put a cotton cloth underneath your armpit for a day. Seal and mail it to my P.O. box. No deodorant. No perfume. The winner gets free merch. Or an Amazon gift card. To be clear, this is 18 plus. I'm not allowed to smell minors. I also don't want to. No, this was not a joke. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. No, look. I'm sad. We need to think of a solution for the boy smell contest. Sadly, the team found out you can get fined like $250,000 and jail time if you send unwashed clothes. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know. I must think of a solution. Please don't be sad. The law was the only thing preventing this from occurring. Like, the only thing that got in the way of this is the law. Like, that's insane to me. Who even thought of this? Who thought of this? Who thought of this? That reply, though? I wonder how hard set it... Dude, okay, all right, okay. We can be real. I can be real with you that there is an allure to, like, the right boy's smell, okay? Like, that's a thing. If you're a girly in the chat, can you confirm that, like, the right boy does have a good smell, and it's not, like, bad. They have their own, like, I don't know, pheromones and shit, but, like, I don't want to smell people like that. I don't want to smell people like that. That's why they smell our hoodies. Yeah. But, like, I don't want to smell people. I don't want to be just smelling people. Just smelling underarm sweat from people. Also, it's like, it's not even like fresh from the body. Like, that's so gross to say. But like, it's not even like fresh from the body underarm sweat. It's not like from the tap. Like, it's gonna be like stale BO. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna dead ass be like stale BO that was like sent in the mail. Not the tap. Well, I don't know how to say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though? Like, it's stale. Like, it's old. It's past due. The best buy date was weeks ago. Like, I don't know, dude. That's fucking insane to me. I don't know. Like, I get the boy smell thing, like, a little bit, you know? Like, I do. But, like, what's that fucking line? Shame has lost its impact in today's world. We have lost the impact of shame in our society. The notion that certain things shouldn't be done and certain things shouldn't be said because they would bring shame to us and embarrassment to our families. Shame has lost the impact, our impact on society. Like, that's so insane. Let's bring back shame. Please, God. Let's bring back shame. Like, this is some shit that if you wanted to do some freaky shit like this, you would have had to do it on a weirdo forum. You know what I mean? You would have had to go on a weird-ass forum to do some shit like the boy smell tier list, like requesting boy smell. Bring that back. Some things don't need to just be on your, like, your professional, you know, live streamer account. You know what I mean? Like, some things can just be for you. Some stuff you're into can just be for you and you alone, and nobody else, like, really needs to know that. I think we need shame in this society, very much. I think she knew that some people were into that shit. Well, yeah. It's just, yeah. I never, like, was one of those people that was like, I think bullying is good. Like, bring back bullying. Like, I always thought, like, I don't know, I was bullied as a kid. And, like, that shit kind of, like, high-key, like, really sucked, you know? Like, I was bullied. I know people who were bullied. And, like, that shit sucks ass. But, like, maybe some people needed to have been bullied more. Maybe we need to, like, introduce more shame for people and make people feel, like, more embarrassed. Because, like, like, how do we get to some of this shit that people be doing? I've seen this trend of couples using a vibrator in public. I saw a video of somebody, it was 2 people, it was a couple, like, in Central Park. This is not a joke. They were in Central Park with a blanket over them, fully having sexual intercourse. Like, in broad daylight, in front of everybody. Having full-on penetrative intercourse. This is not a joke. No, this one's super viral because there were like 15 different angles of it. There were a bunch of different angles of it because people were like, what the we're in Central Park in the summer. These bitches is f***ing. There's like a bunch of angles because people started filming like, this cannot be real. That's illegal? Yeah! That gets you put on the sex offender registry. Like, is that not like, can we please? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Public nudity needs to be more strict in parks. I don't know about that. I just like, damn, dude. Hey, did you know that's against the law? Yeah, well, yeah. Yes! But the fact is, it's like, okay, if you're a criminal, right? And you're somebody who has a particular proclivity. We'll say it that way, right? Like, you're somebody who's into something like fucking freaky, like public stuff, all that. Like, at a certain point, you don't necessarily care. You could get caught for it. But the thing is like, usually criminals will try to be secretive about the things they're doing. These motherfuckers was just straight up, what's it called? Fucking. Straight up spooning and fucking in broad daylight in the middle of Central Park. Like, this is just like, we just think we can get away with it. Like, that's not even like you got something freaky going on. Like, you just thought like people didn't see what the they saw. Yes, I will kink shame. I did not consent. It's like, don't kink shame if it's not like, if it's not something that's put up in your face, then let people, like, my opinion is, I don't know if this is a crazy opinion. I feel like this is a normal person's opinion. If you're not hurting anybody, and I don't have to know about it, and it's like all consensual, it's all gravy, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. It's irrelevant to me. I don't care. Like, do whatever you want. And I think that applies to, like, anything. You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody, it's consensual between adults. You know, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's all consensual, it's all, like, it's private, all that shit. Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you're a furry. I don't care about none of that. The thing is, exposing people to your kinky shit against their will is fucked. And also, I don't think you are immune to the public response if you make your freaky shit public, you know? Like, I don't think that you deserve to be, like, accepted and celebrated for, like, your freaky shit if you then make it public, right? Like, if somebody finds out about it incidentally and they start, like, shaming you, like, fuck them. Like, but, like, if you put that shit out there, you do it publicly against people's consent, like, it's weird. What's your line for freaky? I mean, it depends on everybody. Like, there's a lot of freaky shit that I think is relatively normal, you know? Like, there's, like, in terms of, like, you want to get in, like, BDSM shit, right? Like, there's plenty of BDSM stuff that, like, I don't think is incredibly crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a ton of shit in, like, very normal sort of, like, kinky, but, like, vanilla kinky stuff, you know? That, like, I don't think is that big of a deal. But, like, if you're into some shit, right? Like, you're into some things that are not typically accepted by society, that, like, require you to do things in front of people who have not consented to seeing you do it. There's different, you know? Choking is so vanilla normalized, it's wild. I mean, people want to die. I mean, you're not going to die from... Oh, God. Please. You're not gonna die from choking unless the motherfucker's doing it wrong. Like, you're gonna be fine. Like, the leashing, yeah, the fucking puppy play leashing shit is crazy. Any kind of, like, sexual acts in public is weird. Any obvious kinky shit is weird. Like, don't go out in a gimp suit, you know? Like, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, choking isn't, like, the way that you do it safely is not, like, choking. You're not actually restricting air, technically speaking. But, like, any like, freaky stuff that, like, is obviously not normal, right? Because, like, I think the leashing thing is a really good example, actually. Because, like, there's no way for somebody to be wearing a collar on a leash, like, doing a full, like, pet play thing, you know? And anybody will be confused or there's no other reasonable explanation for something like that. You shouldn't do that in public. Nor collars. I think collars can be a fashion statement completely unrelated to a kinky thing. But it does depend on what kind you're talking about. Because, you know, some people do have, like, there's kind of like a fashion collar thing. And, like, that is sort of that's a stylistic fashion choice. I think that's fine. Shit that is so obviously, like, not within the realm of things that would be normal. Like a choker, yeah. It's like, it can be a choker, and it's just, like, stylized or whatever. I don't think that's a problem, like, collars on their own. But, I mean, if you're just wearing a straight-up dog collar, it's a little bit different. They're like, you know, like there's levels to that. But like when I've seen those videos of people doing like literally walking, like walking around on all fours on a leash, like doing commands, like their master's telling them to sit and stay and speak and shit. Like, you should not do that in public. Are pay pigs? I have no opinion on pay pigs as long as it's done privately to yourself. Do whatever you want. I don't know that much about pay pigging. I'm gonna be real. To treat any human like a pet is baseline dehumanizing and toxic, so is BDSM. I can't believe that people are that degenerate. This is where we don't need a kink shame, right? Like, it's none of your business. As long as it's at home and nobody's making you do it, it's like really none of your business at all. The public is not consenting to your kink, don't include them. Yes, and then if you put it on the internet and people are gonna be weird, you know? But yeah, there's there's levels to that, right? And also, again, if it's private and nobody's making you do it and you don't have to see it, it's none of your fucking business as long as it is safe and it is consensual. There are limits in everything. There's too much of anything, but doing that in public is fucking weird. And we should reintroduce shame. And this is sort of unrelated to the boy smell thing, but again, reintroduce shame into society. Reintroduce shame, because it's like you can't just do these things. Because like, again, if it's not you, it's none of your business. That's the thing. People should be shamed if they do things like that in a public setting. Absolutely, yeah. They should also be arrested if they're doing like actual full-on sex. It's probably illegal, usually, a lot of the time. I mean, probably the like puppy play shit is not illegal. It's just gonna make everybody mad at you. I'd argue that 99% of people can't control themselves. I mean, if you can't control yourself and can't help but have sex or do public, like, sex acts, then maybe you should just be in jail. Then you deserve to be in jail. There's a very big difference between, like, can't control yourself or, like, I don't even know what that means. If you can't help but put your hand on your dick or, be fucking in public, jail time. That's like legitimately dangerous for people and not good for people. You can't control yourself on like the most basic of levels. Like, honestly, at least if you're gonna if you want to fuck in public, at least do it somewhere where people are not literally watching you in the fucking park in broad daylight with just a blanket over them. At least do it in the bathroom. Like, do it in a dark alley. Do it behind a dumpster. In the middle of, like, I swear to God, it was literally Central Park, that video. Was it that? Like, if somebody's seen that video, because that went pretty viral. Was that not literally just Central Park that they did that shit? There's gotta be some amount of, like, decorum. We gotta have some decorum. Like, like, these bitches have no decorum. You just in the park with a blanket. I found it. It was in Central Park. It was in Manhattan, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? In Manhattan. Like, let me show you. Like, can I get this picture? Can I just get the picture? 1 second. Those two bitches is fucking. Oh, it was in Battery Park, not in Central Park. This was the video. I've seen multiple angles of this. Just in a public park in Manhattan. There's a bunch of people like 2 meters away. Look at the fucking kid, dude. There's a kid. There's a child. You couldn't do it in the bathroom. You couldn't do it at night. You couldn't do it behind a dumpster. You couldn't go in the trees or something. Like, literally in the middle of the grass at the park. This is what I mean. Like, you can't even pretend like you're trying to keep it secret. Like, you are literally just like... And it's also like, they're not like... Dude, I wonder if I could find the video of it. I'm not gonna show you the video. I just want to, like, remember. I wonder if I can see. Let me see. Like, you're just nasty. That's a kid. Like, what do you guys think is happening? Look at this shit. There's kids everywhere. Look at that kid. Look at that little girl. Look at that little girl. Look at that little girl f***ing watching them. Look at that little girl. You think they're play fighting? Doing some of that Minecraft Bed Wars type shit. Getting sticky. It's insane. That's insane. Like, come on. There have to be limits. There have to be limits. Like, okay, you know, do like cool things, you know, have a good time with your partner consensually as adults, whatever, but like, come on now. Just in public like this is insane. At least put up a fucking tent. Do it at night! Do it at night! Do it in a bathroom! Do it behind a dumpster! Or go to a sex club where they exist specifically to do this thing! You won't even have to use the blanket! You're in New York City! You think there's nowhere where you can go do voyeurism? Like, you're in New York City, you are in Manhattan. There are places you can go to participate in this particular kink where kids don't have to be there. You fucking weirdos. You won't even have to use the blanket. You can have your titties fully out. You go in there, like, literally. Just pay hobo. Like, literally, there are so many options that don't include this. The blanket method didn't work. Is this the future of your content? It's, like, sort of related, I guess. Like, no. But, like, also not no. You know? You know what I mean? Like, no, but, like, no. Yes. Kind of. Like, low, like, kind of. Sort of. It's not related. Okay. But yeah, sorry. Don't be a daytime park bumper. Okay, but my thing is like, why are they trying to do a bunch of positions? At least do it, like, covert, like you're just spooning, you know? Just the hips moving type shit. Why y'all, like, why are they trying to get fancy with it, too? Like, they're trying to do all type of stuff. Like, at least do the, you know, kind of like spooning, like maybe they just be moving around a little bit type shit. Like, this is crazy. 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 What is that? Oh, it's the blanket. Oh my God. Rainyy. Rainyy. I was looking at that like, what is that? It's the blanket. It's a Bed Wars defense. I don't even know what Bed Wars is. I'm gonna be real. Pump and dump? Yeah. I'm gonna pump and dump your mom. But, like, I've already done that. So it's not, like, a new announcement, you know? It's not really a change in what I've been doing.